Hello Capricorn, this is Lesley Ormsby and I am a psychic medium, healer, teacher of spiritual and mystical things and so much more. So anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube channel and or followed me on Facebook and liked my page there as well. I just encourage that we'll take this time to encourage those of you who haven't to do that now or at the end of the video. So kind of doing something a little bit different today because all my cards are at the other shop, and I've just been like, time has been really interesting this week, to say the least. So it's kind of, there's been a lot of things going on, and some of you may be feeling it that is yourself, and it's like one minute you're thinking you're going to be doing this and the next minute you're not, and and your intuition may be a little bit heightened as well. So it's like, in some ways you may be, in some ways, even though it's kind of been a little bit rattling in a way, in some ways, it's not like you haven't had a little bit of a heads up in one sense as well. So anyway, so I'm going to be using the Oracle Dragonfly cards today, tonight, because I'm doing this tonight. Also there are some crystals that I'm drawn to share with you today that can help support you through this next week. So today is the 2nd of July. Holy cow, 2nd of July. That's pretty freaky, isn't it? It's like this year's gone so quickly. But then on saying that, in some ways it's been gone quite slowly as well. So we've had pockets of time, moments of time that have like, where it's not stopped, but it may have felt like that, and you've needed that time, and we've all needed that time to to on whatever it is that we've reflected. Everybody's got something different, and to rest, contemplate, and that sort of thing. So, but now things are like rolling, but I do see it's a sense of, is it calmness? I'm trying to, okay, so it may be a sense of calm or a sense of plateau in a way, and it's in like, there's that feeling like nothing is moving, or moving in the direction where I thought it was going to go, or moving at the pace where I thought it was going to, how I thought it was going to move. So, but what the universe is like, is saying, or like, and because I tune in with the energy of Capricorn with each sign. So what the energy is saying, or the universe is saying, is take those moments when you find yourself having nothing to do and just relax. So we're in this world. So somebody's coming through. We're in this world now where many of us find it challenging to relax, and it takes a little while to actually relax, fully, and allow ourselves to figure out what relax actually really means for us each, so as an individual in that. So anyway, let me see, so this read, obviously I just want to remind everybody that these reads are general, so may or may not resonate with you. As you may have noticed, I'm doing things, the messages that are coming through, or the way that they're coming through with different cards and things, is slightly different, and there's more, not that there isn't a healing aspect in the other, from doing it before, but I don't know, the energy is very different how I'm working lately. So and it's helping us to challenge ourselves to push past, or whatever it is that we're working through, and to go there and process the emotional stuff, for what is coming up for us, and working through it. So, and getting us to like really go in there and dig deep. And sometimes you may have felt like some of this deep stuff, you haven't actually had to dig really hard, because it's like it's just showing up. So it's just time to do that, okay? Otherwise, you're going to be floundering around for a lot longer, and if you resist that, okay? So that's pretty much with everybody, but we're all at different stages. So anyway, this is for you, Capricorn. So if it does resonate, wonderful. If it doesn't, that's okay. Like I say, it's like, no, it's not going to resonate with everybody, and every week isn't going to resonate, because you may be still at this stage rather than, you know, whatever stage is, you know, it's coming through the following week, and that's okay too. So it's just going with your flow. And what I will say is that what those here is, you know, don't throw it right out of the window, because these could be a forecast for you. So it may not be unfolding for you. And for some of you, it definitely, you know, it may not definitely like turn, you know, unfold for you. So, and that's fine too. So there is if you don't know what your other signs are, for signs that you fall under, because this is for the sign of Capricorn, whether you're whether it's your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So you check out what your other signs are. So if you don't know, there is a calculator in the description box below, or a link to a calculator, to a website, blah, 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 that has a calculator in the description box below. And it's free to do that, so check it out. So, you know, so you can like typing in your birth date, and it will bring out something for you. So you can have a little gaze. So cool. So anyway, I'm just going to start off, because I don't have my other cards with me. They're at my other place where I work from, and that's okay. So we'll just see what these Oracle Dragon Fae cards have for you. So, and like I say, that I was going to attempt to do it from the other studio that I work from in town, and so I carted everything there, yeah, anyway, and you know, it's just meant to be, so I'm not stressed about it. I'm just puzzled about it, but it's like, it's just time. The time is like, yeah, timing, and feeling able to, where are they going with that? Be versatile as well. So there is a thing about that. So I think I get it's like versatile with time and energy. Okay. And there are some crystals that have come up that I've pulled out already, and got some notes ready for it to like give you an idea. So anyway, just tuning into you again, Capricorn, and just feeling into your energy. So they're giving me this feeling about you tuning into yourself, okay? Tuning into yourself and tuning into your energy. Because there are some things that are around you, because this is interesting, because this card here, this Dragon Fae card here, is the Lady Elfrida. Justice will prevail is the message that's in there with her. Okay, justice will prevail. And she is number 13 in the deck. And it's interesting, because I wasn't actually going to like talk about the numbers, but the numbers, number 13, you know, some people consider that as 13 as an unlucky number, but I'm not really that superstitious about that sort of thing. So, and I think in some ways, I think it's depending on what is going on in your life. It may be, you know, unlucky, I suppose, but 1 is about new beginnings, and 3 is about balance. And so that's where I'm kind of going with that, is when you look at the numbers, 1 is about there's something new that's coming up, and something that's like you're working with yourself, something new about you. Generally, it's all about us, but there's something new within you for some of you, like specifically, that's coming out, like you're seeing things in a new way or a different way, have a different perspective about things, but also there's something new, that's coming up for you, or you're moving into something new about, to do with, some of you are like moving into a new home, some of you are moving into a new business, some of you are moving into a new job, that sort of thing. Some of you are moving into a new phase of a job or a business, or, there's like newness in that sort of sense as well. For some of you, it's about, you may be a new relationship, or a new way of looking at your relationship, because I've just been drawn to relationships as well. But basically this rebirth, some of you are going through a rebirth process of you, like talking about that, and that something's coming out, a new phase of you, a new part of you that you maybe resisting and seeing or pulling out in the past. So something is you're being over pretty much pulled out of you to get you to take a look at what is around you, you know, and being prepared. Okay, preparing. It's like it's like preparing you for the next step or the next phase. And that's what this newness is about, because you are preparing yourself for the next phase, and that's what all the other process is about. So you're moving through another whole set of a next cycle of something. It's kind of interesting. So anyway, so the Lady Alfredo is about justice will prevail. So I'm not going to read all of it because there's quite a bit there to read, but I am, you know, I'm just drawn to read the divinatory meaning and working with the Lady Alfredo, okay? Okay, so actually, okay, so this, I'm just going to hold her card up. Cool. So the Lady Alfredo speaks. Know you this, whatsoever you send out, you attract back to the power of three. Intent has energy, as do thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And once released, this vibrational thought field radiates out and attracts back to you that which was sent out. This is the law of threefold return, an ancient law that the wise ones have known for many a year. Oh, sorry, it's a little bit putting it that way. So there may be like, interesting that it's like, I didn't even notice that, that I've had it like on that angle, but so there may be something out of kilter. So, because 3 is about balance, and just going back into that, the numbers again, because 1 and 3, you know, new beginning and balance. So there's something that's coming in that is going to bring something back into balance again, which is what she's talking about now, basically, in manifestation in that sense as well. Okay, and interesting, she talks about threefold. So here we go. I'll just continue. This is the law of the threefold return, an ancient law that the wise ones have known of for many a year, though many of the humans have refused to listen to its wisdom. So if you cry out injustice and if you are in pain, you must clear the reasons these manifestations of the law were brought to you. We're drawn to you by you. As you think, so will you live. So you will live. As you do unto others, and others will do unto you. This is the magical law. Do not be afraid of this truth. See it as a source of freedom. There is no blame in this karmic truth, for all that you send out will return. There is no other place for it to go. So there may be something that's going on around you at the moment that will help you to shift through that. So basically, it is a time to get real and own what you have previously blamed on others. This does not mean blaming yourself. Instead, work on shifting your own karmic residue, and the Dragonfly are wonderful at this, and understanding the connections between what you have sent out and what you have created. Issues of law, oopsie daisy, oh, I've lost that page now. Issues of law, justice, and karma. Fearful thoughts around what you see to be the darkness or black magic, not understanding just how the law and the natural law works. Thus, this card asks you to look at your own intent. Clear your space, work with your own dark times, and to understand the lessons. Make friends with your shadow and thank it for the lessons. That's really interesting. Cool. So working with the Lady Alfredo, she talks about making decisions. Make decisions, act in integrity. I'm going to pop that card there and land her there, so you can like feel into that energy, so she can send out the energy to you. So be honest and upfront and expect that from others. You do not need to play games or be deceived anymore. If somebody has not acted with integrity, know that you do not need to act, as the natural laws of this lady of the dragon fae will take over and justice will be realized in due course. Your role is to act with honor, nobility and truth, and to keep to that course. Take action regarding matters that must be put to rights. Justice will prevail. So I feel like that's the main message there. Cool. So there must be something, you know, going on with some of you in some way or form, and it maybe not necessarily going through a court, because I'm hearing court, I'm hearing, you know, and some sort of something going on with, like, with family, with friends, with work, with, you know, it's something, but something to do with obviously justice being prevailed. So I'm interesting, I've put that near the angel light one. So I'm just going to read a little bit, because yeah, about the angel light, just so make sure that I get everything. So about to explain what angel light is, the crystal. So that is the chosen crystal, or the crystal I've been drawn to share with you today. This is quite a big chunk. If you can't get a hold of it physically, you know, Google it, you know, bring it up, and there are some beautiful images that come up on the internet. So, and with some more information as well that you can, like, tap into, that could help you, you know, like support you through whatever it is that you're going through. So angel light, basically, so I'm just going to read some basic benefits and from the notes that I've picked up along the way. So angel light strengthens organs, and it's for creative people. It helps bring out the creativity in us, basically. I'm just going to move a little bit forward. Helps with inner guidance, converts fear into faith, and works with, you know, if you're going to go out on doing astral travel. So basically, angel light raises the state of conscious awareness. It facilitates contact with your angels and spirit guides, and helps connect with your higher self. Angel light helps you to speak your truth, okay? It helps promote communication and self-expression. Also helps to dispel fear and anger and anxiety, converting them into faith and tranquility. It also helps to encourage forgiveness in that sense too. Alleviates psychological pain and counteracts cruelty. Mentally, it enhances astrological understanding and brings deeper understanding you know, within ourselves, okay? And it also helps facilitate telepathic between minds. And it's interesting because you may be feeling that already, like that you're picking up on a lot of people around you and intuitively as well. So this one, she's here to help enhance that, or help you to make understand what's going on, make sense of what is going on with you. Okay, cool. So, like I say, these readings this time is a little bit different this week, and that's what I've got for you for this week. So, to help support you through whatever it is that you're going through. So there's something to do with, obviously there's some new beginnings and some balance that that is needed to come through for you this week. So just take a rest, have a rest, take a break is what I was going to say, and have a rest, and just go through, because we do have some full moon energy coming up. Let me see. Where is it? I think it's on the 5th of July, and there's a lot of different energies that are coming in through with that one. So we also have lots of planets that, the 5th of July, 4:44 here in New Zealand time. So, which is interesting about with the fours, because the fours is about grounding ourselves, and you may be feeling a little bit out of whack too. So, but like I say, there's a lot of planets that are going into retrograde, and we've got another eclipse as well. So, or that are maybe not going into, but some are, or we're already in them. Okay. And which means that there's a lot of these planets, those planets not have come to a stop or necessarily going backward, but their energy it's like slowed down. It's not spinning around the planets. The orbit, what's that called? The orbiting. It's not orbiting around as quick as what it used to be, or its normal speed. So it's kind of like, which means like, you know, for a lot of, you know, we're going to be feeling it. So there may be a little bit of feeling like you're wading against, you know, you're like walking against a really strong wind coming your way. And or some of you maybe like, it may be feeling more like you're wading against it into a current, you know, in water or something like that. But it's like, this is a really good time to like see what is coming up for you. What are you resisting as well on saying that? But it's also, because it will be bringing up things for you. So, and sometimes, you know, and often I should say, and sometimes like with, depending on which planet it is, you know, we're made to sit down, you know, and really, and take a rest. And so, because you may be resisting that, and therefore there's the light left, it's like the universe is creating a time and space for us to concentrate on something maybe that we've put aside, or, you know, for a little while, and to go back into and have a look at it and revive it, bring it back out and look at it again. So it could be like an idea for a business, or, you know, or work or something, or a project around the house, or a project just for you, painting, and something that's like self-care for you. Maybe that you've been wanting to do like a massage course, you know, many years ago, and just haven't got round to it. And it's, you know, doing something, you know, or artwork. You may have been doing a lot of artwork when, you know, like 10, 25 years ago or whatever. And it's something that you may be like, okay, you know, actually, I think I might like just go back in there and dabble with it again and bring it out. And it's like, and it could be, you know, like knitting, sewing, whatever that's creative, something crafty. It could be that you're looking at, it may be time for you, and maybe like things are popping in. I'm seeing for some of you, like doing something, you know, what do you call it? Oh, what's that word for the community? Like voluntary work or something. And it's like, okay, you know, I have got actually time, and, you know, time to do that. And maybe something that's not like fully committing to it, but it may be casual, you know, whatever it is. It's like, because I'm hearing about, you know, that service to humanity in that sort of sense. But definitely there's something in there too, with the street, like with that justice thing that's going on there. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now, Capricorn, for now, Capricorn. So you know, just bathe in this beautiful energy, and like raise your vibration, because that's what it's all about. And you know, obviously with love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement and adventure, bringing in all that energy no matter what. It's like, even like if something's going, is a little bit higgledy-piggledy or scratchy, it's just going into that energy. Like she was talking about here, is like having a look at that, what we're putting out or vibrating out, okay, and finding that, bringing that balance back to who you are, basically, and what you stand for, and speaking and communicating your truth. In honor, in integrity, in love as well, okay? Coming from that heart-centered space. Awesome. Oh, the energy is just beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to leave that with you now, Capricorn. And so, and we're going to leave that with you with lots of love, peace, harmony and joy, excitement and adventure. And I've just seen all these little fairy folk and dragon energy just coming around. So, you know, take note, your energy may, if you're feeling like a little bit, you know, light, that's them coming around to help lighten the energy, so you can like click back into your space, okay? Your knowing, your being, your love, your honor. So it's about honoring yourself as well. Okay, anyway, once again, bye for now, and we shall see you next Thursday, okay?